Hey guys, welcome to another exciting edition of Weekly Wrestling Reviews. Everything WWE throughout the week, except for NXT, because no one really cares about that. You want my honest opinion on NXT right now? I want Michael McGillicuddy or Percy Watson to win. That's what I'm talking about NXT right now. This week I actually took notes, because last week it was like a total disaster. So, let's start off with Raw here. So, I hope I don't have to look down at these too much. So pretty much just, that's the Smackdown shit. So the show opens with Edge, and then he has this little thing like that, and for some reason his pyro didn't go off. I don't know if that was a mistake or what the hell happened there. But anyway, so he opens the show and he bitches about how he can't listen to anyone, how he can't trust anyone, how he hates his team, blah blah blah. Then R-Truth comes up, what's up, you know, all that crap. And he gives a heartwarming speech about how Team Cena, I'm sorry, it's not called Team Cena. You guys will refer to it as Team Jericho and the Parasites. Well, you would have at least, anyway. So anyway, R-Truth gives a speech, and then they talk, blah, blah, blah. Edge says he wants Wade Barrett in the ring right then, right now. No interference. So anyway, the general manager emails Michael Cole, who just, I don't know. I'm getting sick and tired of the whole emailing general manager. And no, it's not Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know you guys are thinking that. They're making you think it's Stone Cold, but it's not, because we all know Stone Cold isn't happy with WWE anymore. He doesn't want to be there. So, because you could tell last time he hosted Raw, he didn't like it. So anyway, so Edge and Wade Barrett are kind of 50-50%, and Edge is picking up near the end, so Barrett just calls on the rest of the Nexus, Edge runs out. So, it's commercial break. Anyway, after commercial break, he confronts Cena in the locker room, and pretty much he quits the whole team. And then Jericho challenges Cena to a loser leaves the team match between him and Cena. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. So anyway, somewhere else in the locker room at the same time, Khali is getting tricked by Nexus and saying that Nexus saying Cena doesn't respect him, etc., etc. So I think that Khali is definitely going to quit the team. Hopefully, he'll be tricked out. I really don't want to see Bret Hart or Khali in this match, honestly. I hope that the first two eliminated they are. They should replace him with Evan Bourne or the fortunate son, Ted DiBiase Jr. Love or hate him, Ted DiBiase is extremely talented, and he is a future Hall of Famer. I'm not saying that, I honestly mean that. So anyway, there was a Divas match, but I didn't really pay attention, no one cares about that. But Michael Cole did make a funny joke about, like, I forget who it was, but, like, they're as free as Lindsay Lohan right now. And they like talking about how Lindsay Lohan just got to jail and stuff. So man, at the end of the match, Melina returns. And I'm like, yes, because Melina is like the best diva ever, just saying. Since Trish Stratus isn't around anymore, what happened to Mickie James? Does anyone remember her? Whatever happened to her? I just, like, for a while I stopped watching and she disappeared. And so yeah, she's there, and apparently I have a feeling she's going to win the Divas Championship at SummerSlam. It's really interesting. Let's see. Let's see here. Then after that, we had Sheamus versus Goldust. I knew the second that Goldust was facing Sheamus, Goldust was going to get his ass handed to him. Like, I didn't want to watch that match. It was going to be so bad. They're just using Goldust now. Why does he even bother with it? Even his brother is more talented than he is now. I mean, we'll get to that in a while, though. But remember, stay dashing, kids. And, yeah. So then Jericho and Cena have their little match. Loser leaves, the team. And Jericho dominated this match. I don't know what happened. Jericho just countered everything. He locked in the walls. Jericho, Cena was getting his ass beat down. And then somehow, I don't know why, but when Cena's went to lock in the STFU, Jericho tapped. He didn't have it locked in. I guess he's just giving up because he didn't want to be on the team, but I don't know. So it's no longer Jericho and the Parasites. It says the shit team. With, no, everyone's gone. It's good on the team. No one's good on the team except for John Morrison. He has talent. R-Truth, he hasn't really shined that much. Anyway, and then Edge, Jericho, no, what the hell's his name? Cena, the bald one, whatever the hell's his name. Cena, he's like, I don't want you to leave, Jericho. I don't want you to leave the team. And I'm like, Jericho, leave the team. You don't need this shit. So Jericho just walks away, and then him and Edge form a tag team, leading off into next week's tag team match against Bret Hart and Cena. I hope to God they lose. This is Bret Hart's not gonna do anything in that match. I want to watch another Bret Hart match. I wish he'd just stop at WrestleMania. Bret Hart he was good in the day, but I don't want to watch him anymore. Maybe he's part of the bigger storyline. I think, I'll say this all as my predictions video for SummerSlam. And then the main event, Miz versus Orton. I was impressed with Miz. I'm not gonna lie. Usually Miz does shine a bit, but against Randy Orton, he did amazing. I mean, he lost in the end, but he did an amazing job. So that was pretty much Raw. I forgot they showed the trailer for John Cena's new shitty movie. Oh, beautiful. I don't even know where to start with this. Well, this isn't a movie review channel, but it has something to do with wrestling. God, John Cena is following in his footsteps to The Rock. Everyone respected him, and then he'll just ditch them. He's gonna ditch them and become an actor. Or, you guys don't see this, do you? Well, I do. It's the truth. So that was pretty much Raw. I'm not sure what happened with NXT. I just voted for Michael McGillicuddy because I hope he wins. I mean, look at the past in his family. His father was like Mr. Perfect. That should be enough right there. So let's move on to Smackdown. Where are my notes? So the show opens with Rey Mysterio coming out, hugging all the kids with masks. And, you know, what if you're poor and you can't afford the mask, and you're like, your brother can. I don't know why your family's poor, but your brother can afford one. But you're like, your twin brother is getting hugs from Rey Mysterio, and you're sitting there like, what the hell? I don't think that's fair. He's just hugging the kids who buy this merchandise because he's making money off it. So then he talked about how he almost drowned, which I found hilarious because apparently he was chokeslamming into 10 to 15 feet of water, and the water was like this high. So and Jack Taylor was standing behind him. So I don't know how he's in 10 to 15 feet, and apparently his lungs filled up with water when he was just bobbed right back up to the surface. So that was bullshit. So then Drew McIntyre comes out. I'm starting to earn respect for Drew McIntyre. I think he's starting to finally get mid-card. I didn't like how he was being pushed when he didn't deserve it before, but now he's like actually becoming good. He's cutting good promos. And he comes out and he calls Mysterio a criminal from where he's from, Scotland, I guess. And he challenges him. So that's a match for later on in the night. And then we have Matt Hardy versus dashing Cody Rhodes. I honestly thought Matt Hardy was going to win this, but Cody Rhodes pretty much dominated the match. Dashing Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry. And then they cut another one of his promos. Make sure, guys, you trim your eyebrows, because you can't be dashing without eyebrows trimming. And then, here we go. Another Alberto Del Rio promo. At this point, I'm just like, bang. Apparently, I'm mentally constipated. Maybe I shot myself in the head, but oh god, I'm getting sick and tired of Alberto Del Rio. If he doesn't debut the week before SummerSlam, or the week after SummerSlam, or at SummerSlam, I am going to punch something. Mainly you. SmackDown wasn't that good this week, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm mentally constipated. And, there was a pretty shitty, Diva promo where they ripped the tag team belt in half, and that was like a friendship bracelet. I don't care. I don't care about the Divas. Who cares if they're hot? This bullshit. Who cares? Maybe they're in the bikini contest, but this fighting, they can't fight. I'm not saying women can't fight, but the Divas are just did a show off. It's stupid. And then Vicky Guerrero comes out with her "excuse me" before she even says anything. She's just yelling "excuse me," which I don't really get. And this is the match of the night for me. I'm not gonna lie. Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship. It was pretty much one sided. They're both going pretty good. And then Dolph wins the Intercontinental Championship. I was so happy. I'm like, yes. I'm tired of seeing Kofi as a champion, but I think Dolph deserves this. I'm a Dolphin. I'm a fan of his. That's what they're called. They're called Dolphins. So Dolph is your new Intercontinental Champion. That's pretty impressive. But then Kofi attacks him after the match. Can we see Kofi's heel turn here? I don't know. Maybe. Then the Straight Edge Society comes out and talks about how they can't be happy and everything I learned from preschool. You can't be happy. You can't show your emotions unless he tells you to. And I'm guessing Straight Edge Society is not going to last any longer than SummerSlam. Then there's a 6-man tag, which was probably the weirdest match of the night because it was just a weird match. It was Joey Mercury or Joseph or whatever it's called now, Luke Gallows and CM Punk against Chris Masters, JTG, and MVP. CM Punk and Chris Masters didn't even get in the match, and MVP was just jobbing the whole thing, which if you're not a wrestling fan and you don't know what the terminology is, a jobber is someone who's pretty much like gets his ass handed to him so that makes other guys look stronger. So I guess MVP's not a main eventer anymore. Well, he wasn't in the first place, but he was getting there. Now he's just jobbing it. And JTG, he's just a mid-card. Chris Masters, why am I not using him? When was the last time you saw the Master Lock put in? And there's another dashing Cody Rhodes promo. Then Mysterio versus McIntyre, which I wasn't really into that match. Then Kane comes out, big surprise, with a casket. And apparently Ray thinks that Kane is the one who attacked The Undertaker. Which everyone saw this one coming. I saw this coming. Any fans of wrestling saw this coming. But I saw it coming. This is how The Undertaker's going to return. Kane's going to beat Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam. And they're going to have a feud. Kane and Undertaker. And Undertaker's going to return at SummerSlam after the match. And then attack Kane. And they're going to have a feud through Night of Champions, which Kane will win. And then Hell in a Cell, Undertaker. They're both set to retire this year, so who knows? Maybe they'll both retire together at Hell in a Cell. Maybe they'll both fall off the hell into the rain. Flames will shoot out, and they'll both walk away into the sunset of hell. But I'm going to be sad once they're both retired because they're two of the greatest legends of all time. But how much time do we have going on here? Oh, only 10 minutes. That's a pretty short summary. So I guess I can give you my predictions for SummerSlam. Or should I say that for another time? You know what? There's only a few matches announced right now, so I'll just give you my predictions on those ones. Okay, first of all, the Nexus versus John Team Jericho in the pair. Jericho's going to come back, I think. Evan Bourne should be in that match, and Ted DiBiase. I think the Nexus is going to win. I'm sorry to all you Cena fanboys, but Nexus is going to win. Just to keep the storyline going. Kane is going to beat Rey Mysterio. Let's see what else here. What else? Oh, Randy Orton's going to beat... this is how it's going to happen. I think. This is my prediction. I don't know what's happening yet. There'll be a United States title match between The Miz and Evan Bourne, which Evan Bourne will win and become the United States Championship. And then later that night, Randy Orton's going to beat Sheamus to win the WWE Championship. But then Miz will cash in Money in the Bank and become WWE Champion. So no one's going to care about his title loss when he wins the WWE Championship. No one's going to care if he lost to Evan Bourne, who is an amazing athlete, nonetheless. Yeah, so that's pretty much my prediction so far. We haven't announced all the matches yet. That's all I have to say. I summed that up pretty quickly. Well, that just shows you when you're organized, things go by quicker. I'm just looking like an idiot here now. Yeah, I missed something. Probably not. That was nasty. The nose is dropping my cat's litter box. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's talk about John Cena's movie a little bit here. I'm not expecting much. I'm not even going to bother seeing it. WWE films are usually bad, except for Cena Evil. That was really good. Kane. What do you guys think of Kane and Undertaker both retiring in 1 year? That's pretty upsetting. Think of what's going to happen in WWE once Triple H is gone. Undertaker and Kane are gone. Batista's gone now. Wow, the HBK is gone. All the main eventer guys are falling out, man. Randy Orton said in an interview that he has a good 15 years left in him, about back in 2009. So we still have a good 14 years of a legend killer. So can't get enough of a good thing. I think Cena or Bret Hart is gonna have a heel turn at SummerSlam during the match and turn on the team. But that's me. I think it's more likely to be Cena that does it. But yeah. Smackdown was pretty bad this week. There was nothing interesting. There was only a few minutes of wrestling, too. Maybe that's how I freaking Alberto Del Rio promos all the time. But, tune in next week. I'll have another exciting edition that's not so exciting. And, see me then. Hopefully I'll have more notes. Because this is kind of short. That's what she said. But I'll catch you guys next week. Stay tuned. I'll cover WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania. Actually, WrestleMania, they're having a replay on this Saturday. Tomorrow, actually. Today, the day I upload this. Actually, I probably won't upload it on time, but, WrestleMania is on today or tomorrow or yesterday. I don't know. Any other, whatever. Just tune in next week.